Hey, it's Taylor here. I have, oh my goodness, I'm gonna blow away. I have been working on trying to actually intentionally crack paint. I can put you on hold while I get a light out here. I can't really tell if that helped or not. Let's see. Come on, light. Come on, phone. Worlds improve. Okay, you can see I did some cracking of some paint there. Ugh, stupid phone. Anyways, so this is to show you how to intentionally crack paint. So I put down some paints. They're a little slow, they're a little sluggish. So I'm going to put you on hold for just a second because you want to really just see the ultimate result rather than all the little swirling around. So hold on a second while I finish swirling. So I have added some white to kind of give you more contrast. So I'm using an embossing gun because heat will crack your paint, or letting heat apply. The goal is not to get the ripples. I don't know if you can see the rippling or not. Kind of iffy there. Come on, phone, give it a go, give it a try. Anyways, if you do burn the paint, there we go, you'll see ripples. Or if you don't want to burn the paint, you're really trying to just go for those cracks. And these are not easy to plan cracks. And I think if the paint's thinner, it might do better. So let's see what happens here. Gosh, I really cannot stand that you can barely see this. Let's try to zoom. Okay, that was semi-helpful. Semi-helpful focus, gosh darn it. Okay, let's give it a go. Attacking bubbles. So obviously the longer you hold a heat source to your paint, the more likely it'll dry out and it can possibly burn. Now if you want to get cracks, intentional cracks, semi-intentional because this is still kind of random seaming. See, we're starting to dull the finish. We're getting a little crack there. See the crack in the white? I don't want to burn the paint. Not a big crack, but as it dries, it'll pull away some more because you've basically shrunken the polymers in the drying parts of the paint, which will cause them to pull apart, i.e. cracks. So I'm getting some waves, which I didn't want, which I might just stay because it is so hot. And when it shrinks up, that's why we got waves here probably, or that rippling. And that might be a fun effect if you're going for it. But more or less, this is kind of the gist of how you get cracks. I expect some thumbs down on this, and that's fine. I'm not monetized, so thumbs down don't do much. I don't know if thumbs down really affects anybody, except if they have a sensitive ego. Anyways, so more or less, if you want cracks, you either dry it prematurely fast by putting a fan on it, or you pour a really thick paint, and that will crack because you've made it too thick, and all the sub layers will be drying at a different rate, so that will cause pulling apart. So that's why you'll get cracks in some of your paintings. I have cracks in a couple. Hold on. Here's one example where it was a very thick pour. I probably actually poured multiple times on this particular canvas. Right here, that's a pretty deep crack, and that's because it was super thick paint. Some people like to embellish those, some people don't. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But you've got random cracks here. I'm sure you can tell from the reflection where the cracks are. It's kind of like inspecting a car. You put the light where you want to see whether it's smooth or crooked. I'll show you one more. Okay, and these cracks here this was one of my first blow dryer paintings, and the blow dryer got really hot, so it separated the paint. So this is another example that I can show you. It looks all right. I'm keeping it, obviously. I glazed over it. So that is how you crack paint. Heating or drying too quickly or too thick of a pour. Let's see, no, any cracks here? That I poured over another layer. No, that one I didn't. Yeah, see? Okay, so I had poured over a previous layer. And I added heat, which this is just from the heat. This is from too thick a paint and the heat. So there you go. That's how you dry paint, or you crack paint. Goodness, if only I could focus for more than a microsecond. So thank you for dropping by. Have a wonderful day. Go play with your paint, experiment, do crazy things. It's endless possibilities. The possibilities are only in your mind. See, I'm getting rippling there. I didn't know, can you see? Oh, stupid phone. Okay, thanks for dropping by. Have fun. Bye.